Hello guys, good evening. Hope you had a good day today. So today I'm going to be talking about auto layout in Figma. So I know most of us get stuck on auto layout, or most of us don't know how it actually works. So I'm going to be explaining and talking about it today. So first of all, the first thing we will do is to get a frame. So I could just click here, then draw a frame. But now I'm going to show you how to actually just get a frame, because we have three kinds of frame. We have three types. We have the desktop, we have the tablets, we have, if you look at your right side of your screen now, where my cursor is, you see the phone, tablet, and desktop. That's the three major type that we use as a web developer. So now why these are important is because of people that have desktop, that we view the site on a desktop, or we view the site on a tablet or a phone. So these designs has to, adapt. Our design has to adapt with these three screens. It has to meet these three screen types. So whenever you are working on a real project, you have to do designs for the three screen size. So you have to do for the desktop, tablet, and phone. So the desktop and tablet is almost similar, but the phone is a whole lot different. That's the mobile is a whole lot different. So now for this example, or for this for this example, I'm going to be using a desktop. I'm going to be using a desktop frame. So I'm going to click on the desktop frame. So this is my desktop frame. Then next, for every project you must work on, you must always work with your layout. Where is it? With your layout guide, which is here. You must always work with your layout guide. So this layout guide consists of grid and column. So you have grid. So this one now is grid. Now if I click on this drop down, you see columns and grid. So for all the screen size for both tablet and desktop and mobile, I want to change our grid. We want to leave the row. We want to always use this row format. So the row, so I've choose row now. So for the count, I'm going to choose auto. And I'm going to leave it like that. Gutter 20 is okay, margin 0 is okay, stretch is okay, everything is okay. It's only the auto that will just have to change. So I will keep that. But now I don't want it to be visible. I'll just come to this icon and click, and it's not visible anymore. Then I want the column now. I want the column. So I'll go to my layout grid and click on plus. Now to give me another format, then I'll come here and choose columns. Yeah. So note, for tablets we use 12 columns. For no, for desktop we use 12. For tablets we use 8 columns, while for mobile we use 12. So I'll go back and I'll put 12 for the count. It will be 12. So for tablets the count will be 8, mobile the count will be 4. So now this is okay, color is okay, type, stretch is okay, width is okay, auto. Then margin, depending on what you want to use, you can use 30, 50, anyone, but me I'll be using 100. Now gutter, I think the gutter is the space. I can say 50 is the space, this white space here inside. So you see the gutter, but I don't want that kind of gutter. I want to leave it at 20. So I prefer 20. So I can turn this off and on. So now the next thing I'll be showing you now is the auto layout. I want to show you how the auto layout actually works. So I'm going to get a frame, just a small frame. So no, this exercise is just about auto layout. So I'm not going to be diving into other things. So now I'm going to change the color. change the color of my frame. So I'm going to duplicate. Now we have 4. So now I want to arrange this my frames inside here. I'll just come and start doing them manually. Start taking the measurement, checking the measurement from this place to this place, from here to here. I start doing all those kind of measurement. When I have auto layout, why will I be suffering myself? But it sure will give you an accurate measurement, but not. It's just like a stressful way of doing this. So I'll revert back. Let's see the magic of auto layout. Now let me just scatter this a little bit. Let me disarrange them. So now, if I want to apply my auto layout, I'll just select everything like this. Then I'll just right click on my mouse. Now you see the auto layout. Now see the shortcut is Shift A. So you can use here. Everything will be aligned automatically. Let me get this off. So everything is aligned automatically. So we can change the direction of this auto layout. We can make it like this or like this. We can also work on the margin of this layout. So we want to separate these boxes. How are we going to do that? I'm going to come here and say gap. So we're going to give them gap like this. Now watch my auto layout. You see what is happening? You see what is happening? So that is for the auto layout. Now I think I can also add more. Now let's see. Now you see I've added another one. Instead of me doing all the arrangement, just do my auto layout and I see what's happening. Automatically it's arranging everything for me. So I can reduce the. Now let's align it with our. So we want to make sure that everything we are doing falls inside this grid. So I'm going to remove the other ones. So when I remove one, the other one will just fill in. The rest will fill up that space. Now I'm going to leave it here. So our work will just be inside the grid. So everything we are doing is supposed to be inside this grid here. It's not supposed to be outside to maintain consistency in designing. So this auto layout and this grid is to help you align your items perfectly or your objects perfectly and maintain consistency while you are designing. So that's why it's very helpful. So that's why it's very helpful. So now let's adjust this so it fits our desktop page well. So I'm going to go to my gap still and increase. Now you see what is happening. Now that is our auto layout. So you can also change the direction like this and like this. So let's do a little design, or let's see a little example of. Let me reduce this a little bit. Oh, sorry. Okay, now we have a perfect stop. So I could get a frame here, put it here, And let's assume that that's a picture. So I could use my plugins to add a picture. Or let me add a fill. So now there is no fill. We have to add a fill to this frame. So I'm going to select, click on the plus, the fill. On that fill, click on the plus. Then select a color. So that is my color. Okay, now I can add a picture to my so I'll choose any picture here and it will automatically display in my frame. So while that is working, okay, let's just hold on. Let me see if it will work. I think my network is slow, that's why. Okay, I think we should just proceed. So let me put up this grid. So now, oh, that's bad. Sorry. I think I should change my fill to color because I don't understand. So now this is our picture. Now I want to add a text and use my auto layout. So I'm going to get the text here. I'm going to say hello. Hello buddy. Okay. Now so that's my text. I could increase it. Okay. Now I want to have another like a frame here or something. So this could be a button or anything. For example, like I said, I'm not going to be going too deep into this. I'm going to give it a little corner radius. So I have the corner radius here. So now, how do auto layout work? Auto layout works like a, should I say like an hierarchy. So before I want to add an auto layout to all these, to these three objects now. Now what I'll do is to first add the auto layout to this first, align this with auto layout before I will now merge it to this one. So when I merge these two with auto layout, they will become one. Then before I will merge this one and this one. So since this one is already one and this is one, I'll just merge it two. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to click on this, then hold my control and click on it. Hold my shift, then click on this. Now I've got them selected. Now I'm going to click on my shift A. See now, they are now in one frame. So I can now do my adjustments. So I cannot do my adjustment, I cannot reduce it or increase or reduce. So if I want to increase the auto layout for both sides, for the left and right, I could use here. See what's going on for the left and right, but I don't need that now. If I want to increase for the top and bottom, here. Now this is the gap between the two elements. So now we have that arranged. Now we have all this here that I have seen here. Now if I want to center all this, I want this text to be in the center. I want everything to be centered. I will come here and click on center. Oh, the text is filling this auto layer, that's why it's not working. If I wanted the text to be centered, actually I could just come here and click it like this, but I don't want that. I just want to illustrate something. So it's not working because the text is filling up the whole space of the auto layer. So but I'll implement that right away now. So this is one now. If you look now, I can move them both. So this is one. That is not like they are now in one frame. Now this is our picture, and I want to add it. I want to add the auto layout. I want to arrange this with the picture and this with the auto layout. So I'm going to select this picture and select this one too with my shift. Then I'm going to press my control shift A, sorry. Oh my God, sorry, shift A. Now you see the gap. I could reduce the gap. Reduce the gap like this. Let me put on my grid. So let's see our arrangements. Now we want this to get to this place. We want this one to get to this place. So I'm going to increase this up to here. Then I'm going to make this image fill this whole place. So I'm going to go to my width and make it fill container. Now you see, but it's kind of like stretching the image. So I think that's not quite right. So let's just use our gap instead. Let's use our gap. So I will select the frame that is carrying both the picture and this inner one, and I'm going to use the gap. Now you see. So this is a very simple illustration of how you can use your. I can also bring something. And put there. I can bring another one, another box, and put, and everything will just align accordingly. So when you're using auto alignment, you don't have to stretch yourself. Now see. So what I need to do now is to reduce the gap. Reduce the gap. Now you can see how auto layout is useful. Now let's arrange it. Let's use this alignments to arrange this. Now this means stick to your left and to the top, but everything is already positioned in a certain way that it can't move to the left, so it will just stick to the top. This one means stick to the top and center to still be at the top. Why this is center? To center everything. Why this is stick to bottom? Why this is stick to the right but center? Stick to the right but bottom. Stick to the right but top. But you will not see the changes because we don't have enough space for our auto layout. So that's it for now. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Hope to meet again some other time.